going to show you the We Made Me Venture carrier today. The We Made Me brand has a few different types of carriers, and we're going to be showing you all of them. The first up is going to be the Venture. Venture is the SSC of the We Made Me line that is extremely affordable. This carrier is priced at $74.99 US. It is available on their website as well as through some retailers. And some of the features we really love about it is that it can be used through toddlerhood, which of course is a really great feature. Not all carriers can. So this is a 2-in-1 carrier, which means it can be worn on the front and the back. And again, it can be worn from the time a child is a newborn. So let me show you how this carrier adjusts. I have a demo doll today, and our demo doll is about the weight of a newborn, around 7.5 pounds. However, baby is lengthwise at about a 6-month-old. So just keep that in mind when I show you the carrier. So this is the Venture, and it comes in a few different patterns. I really like this chevron gray and mint. And if you've used other carriers, I want you to keep in mind this one's going to be a little bit different. And if this is the first carrier you're ever seeing being used, then let me show you how easy it is. So you're going to have the carrier like so, with the tags facing away. You're going to place it on your waist and come around and buckle it. You'll want the buckle centered on your waist for maximum comfort. And from here, if you're using the carrier with a smaller baby, they have a little handy dandy pillow, and this goes between you and baby to give them a little bit of a boost. So I'm going to use that with Oliver. I'm going to grab my baby, settle him into the carrier like so. The pillow goes under his bum. Carrier gets placed over, and just like that, I'm going to be able to reach behind, buckle the straps, pull to tighten on one side, get the other strap on and over, buckle, and pull to tighten. There's two things that I really love about the buckling mechanisms of this carrier. One is that you can cross straps, and this really helps with dexterity and arm movement for the caregiver. The other feature is that there's this dual adjustment. So you can tighten going this way, or you can tighten pulling away from you. And that's personal preference. I find it much easier to pull towards the front in order to tighten. As you can see, baby is nice and high, visible, kissable. It has this hood, which is very convenient for both feeding in a carrier, a little sun protection, or when baby is sleepy and their head gets a bit floppy. Now let me show you a couple other things. I'm gonna now remove baby from the carrier and show you what the carrier is like without the support pillow. So I'm just gonna loosen the carrier a bit on the sides, unbuckle on this side. I'm gonna take baby out. And now if baby is getting bigger, they're no longer gonna need this little support pillow. So I'm gonna grab Oliver this time, and he's gonna go into the carrier, and you're gonna see the difference in panel height. And this is really important because you want baby to always be at that visible and kissable point. And you're gonna see that he's now lower into the carrier, and that shows about the point when you can stop using that pillow. So I'm gonna tighten like so. I'm gonna tighten on this side. And as you can see, Oliver is much lower in the carrier. You ideally want Oliver's head to be above this point of the carrier so that this is at the base of baby's neck instead of covering their head. Because again, you want to always make sure that baby has good airflow and that they are visible and kissable. Just remember those words, close enough to kiss. As you can see, the seat is pretty substantial. Without the pillow, baby's legs aren't moving freely yet. You want to make sure that baby is in a nice M-seated position so that they are fully supported. And again, this is not ideal carrier positioning, but for the purposes of this video, I'm going to demo to show you how large the panel height is so you can see that it'll grow with your baby. So if I settle baby into the carrier, I can see here that this carrier is going to be supportive through toddlerhood because it has a high back panel. Now, as your child gets older, or if you're coming to baby wearing and you already have an older child, so a baby that is maybe 18 months old, you actually can skip the Venture and go with the Venture Plus, which we're going to demo in another video. So with that, that is the Venture in it's a front-facing position. So I'm now going to show you how to use the Venture in a back carry. One of the features I'm going to point out is that the carrier has a really nice thin body, so it's not going to be bulky on the caregiver, and it has great leg padding. I'm going to place the carrier on my natural waist because I want to make sure baby's nice and high when they get on my back. And I am going to now, instead of crossing the straps, I'm going to clip them like a backpack. This is going to make getting baby on my back really easy, and it's also going to provide a lot of comfort for me as the caregiver. The chest clip does adjust really easily, which is great. Sometimes carriers have chest clips that don't slide, so 2 thumbs up for this feature. I'm going to grab my baby, and again, we want to make sure baby has met some milestones. They should have good head and neck control, and they should also be able to sit unassisted preferably before you're doing a back carry. And the first time you're doing a back carry, please use either a spotter, have the bed behind you, a soft place to land if needed. I have full confidence that you're going to be able to do this position just like it was riding a bike. However, it does take a little bit of practice, and they are precious cargo, of course. So as you can see, I got baby onto my hip, and I'm going to use the hip scooch method. So you always want to keep at least one hand on baby, and again, this is something that becomes super easy and intuitive once you do it a couple times. So I'm going to scooch baby around. I'm going to continue to have baby supported with at least one hand at all times. I'm going to place a shoulder strap over. I'm going to place another shoulder strap over. And just like that, baby's now on my back. And now I just need to make some adjustments. So I am shifting the chest clip. And I'm going to shift the strap so it's flat against my shoulder. Make some adjustments of my outfit because things get turned. And then I'm going to clip the chest strap in front. Again, Oliver's a baby doll. He's not tall enough, in my opinion, for a good back carry because you really want baby in a position where they are seeing out of the carrier really easily, and I can feel right now that he is too small. I also want to make sure that baby is nice and high. So I'm going to make sure to adjust the carrier so that he's in a higher position. So with a real baby, again, you want that panel to come right below their shoulder, or right to their neckline, so just above their shoulders, so that they are visible to you. They're not going to be kissable because they're on your back. However, you're going to be able to hear and feel them breathing on your back. And just like that, we have a back carry. Now to get baby off, undo the chest clip. And again, you can use a spotter or a soft surface. I'm going to reach around back with my right hand, hold baby's bum. I'm going to slightly adjust the strap so I can wiggle my arm out. I'm going to slide this hand to baby's back. And just like so, baby's out of the back carry. This is the We Made Me Venture. It is available in the States, and it is priced starting at $74.99.